Hello again everyone, welcome back to Landric Plays. Today I'm playing Stronghold again, and last episode we moved into the Rat's Kingdom. We were chasing a patrol that were going to give away our location, but we wound up between a rock and a hard place, and we decided to make a stand, and it turns out our stand was so good we managed to rout the Rat's forces, and we now control this entire county. So we've now gone back to meet Lord Strongarm and Lord Woolsack to see what they have to say.
You damned fool! What in God's name did you think you were doing?
Well, to be fair, it was I who gave the order to scout further.
Yes, but not even you would be stupid enough to authorize an all-out attack on Depus.
Meanwhile, the rat receives news of the loss of his county.
I can't believe it! My troops have scattered all over the place. There's nothing I can do. I've lost the county!
Show some backbone. My contingency plan is already in motion. You'll have your county back soon enough. Trust me.
Later, a dispatch arrives from the rat, stating your newly acquired county has been blockaded. As Woolsack reads the letter, you and Sir Longarm look on like a pair of naughty schoolchildren.
Depus is willing to consider a truce once we withdraw our troops from his county.
Ah, it's a trap! This youngster's father was killed the same way. We should use our momentum for another strike.
No, we don't have the manpower to sustain a full-scale war.
You are dismissed, leaving the lords to discuss the important details of your next mission. Finally, a red-faced Sir Longarm storms out of the room to give you your briefing.
Lord Woolsack, in all his wisdom, wishes you to arrange a truce, but I don't like it. I will lend you my finest mason, so you can prepare yourself for the worst.
Pitch a small camp in an open clearing, then await Duke Depus' arrival. Do not bring arms to bear upon him for any reason. To secure our lands, these talks must succeed.
Okay, so it turns out Lord Woolsack was not best pleased with us for invading the Rat's County. Sir Strongarm, I always call him Sir Strongarm. Sir Longarm seemed a bit happier about it, but in any case we now have to go and try and negotiate a truce to try and stop further hostilities. So let's see how this goes on.
Wishes to meet us in this valley surrounded by cliffs.
Oh no!
Like it's a trap!
It's a trap!
Sir Longarm was right!
Of course it was a trap. Alright, let's see if our archers can make it out of here. I suspect they're probably going to get shot full of pieces. Yeah, that was a massacre.
A trap! Our advance party was mown down like animals. Now, I will give you some new orders. Build a large fortification and prepare your troops for Duke Depus' arrival. Use the masons I sent with you to quarry stone and build a strong and permanent castle here.
Okay, so we've been given a new mission. Let's get started. So,
Place a keep to site your castle, my
where
lord.
should we start? So it looks like this is very open terrain, which is a bit of a worry. So there's a signpost here and a signpost here, which is where the enemies will come from. So I guess we want to start as far south as we can. I guess there's a cliff here, so let's see if we can sort of incorporate that into our defences. We'll put our keep here.
Site your
Nice stone keep, this one, so this should take a bit more of a beating if he's got any more of those siege engines that we saw last time. And the first thing we want to do is put down some woodcutters. But we'll also want to put down a...
Can't place that there, my lord.
Too close. Oh, there's a signpost there as well. Yeah, there's really not a lot of space to build. So, I want to put some over here, but that's a bear. So that probably won't go fantastically well. Let's send our lord to deal with the bear. He probably will be able to take it out. Particularly if these woodcutters rather, help him out. We'll extend the stockpile a little bit as well. Oops, bumped my microphone a bit there, sorry for that.
A bear is attacking our people.
Okay, he's taken a little bit of damage, but it looks like he's chased the bear off. So in the meantime, we'll put down this quarry. I'll put it close to the edge so we can fit another one here if we need be. And then we also need to put an ox tether here, which will help carry the stone from this tiny stockpile over to our proper stockpile here. Right, it looks like you've dealt with that bear, which means our woodcutters are in a much safer place. And then I guess maybe we just build a big wall straight across here, though that seems very very exposed. So I'll put down a couple of hunters here. Put down some food buildings over here, I guess. It's a bit far from the granary though. I guess we'll just put a couple here. We'll leave some space for a circle here. And then I'll put a wheat farm here as well. Right, what else do we need? We probably need some fletchers, but we'll need an armory to store them in, and we need wood for that. So let's wait for this woodcutter to get back, because we do have 8 bows sort of still in some sort of storage. There we go. Now we can put them back into the armory, which means we can now properly start to build troops once we get the barracks up and running. But we also need some more hovels, so I guess let's put those over here. We do have stacks of stone kicking around, so I guess let's start work on the walls. I'm going to start work on a gatehouse, and then we can sort of build it around that. So let's put it here, I guess. Yeah, that'll do. And then we'll see how... So we definitely want to wall this bit off, go up to these cliffs. And I almost want to double wall that straight away. In fact, I should have built this a bit further this way. Oh well. And then we can build these crenellations to protect our archers as well. So we have plenty of stone still left over. So let's just see how far... Okay, we could actually stretch it right the way over here quite comfortably. I'm a bit worried that it'll leave our archers with a lot of wall to try and defend. And it'll also be quite expensive to reinforce if we need to. But I think we leave it at that. I think we actually do wall all of this off to protect these farms, because if the farms get damaged or destroyed, we could be in a lot of trouble. So let's build that over there as well. And we need stone for the barracks as well. So let's use our last bit of stone to build that. Right, we've got some wood left over, so we'll put down a Fletcher's workshop next to the armory. Okay, so we are now in a relatively good position, I think. So stone will continue to trickle in. We'll use that to put some crenellations on this wall. You're still waiting for your wheat to ripen, so we don't need to worry too much about building a mill yet, which is good because we don't quite have the wood for it. If I were to lock this gate, can any of you make it over the other side? Looks like not. So it looks like there isn't a way through here, which is good. And let's actually hire these archers while we can.
Sire. Archers!
And I'll put them on top of the main gatehouse, because that sort of starts with a little bit of crenellation, but then we'll put some proper fortifications here to make sure they're properly defended.
Not enough wood, my lord.
So our wood delivery is going to come just in the nick of time for us to put down this mill here.
Wood needed.
No, that's fine. There we go. And then we'll put down a bakery as well. In fact, we'll put down a couple. One here, one here. And that's all of our wood gone. But now we have a pretty a pretty plentiful food industry, I think. So also our peasants are going to be eating.
Our food stocks are dwindling.
So 2 different
my
types of food
liege.
at the minute, but soon 3, and that should boost us up to +2 happiness, which means we can essentially tax them for free even if, without increasing their rations, which will be really handy. But it is going to take a little bit of time for the bread to kick in, and to make sure we've got enough cheese that that's sustainable, I suppose. We could put down another old beefy. That's the name of this ox. So we probably want to put down another of these at some point to make sure they move stone back and forth relatively quickly, because it's not a huge distance, but it is still going to sort of mount up over this side. Particularly if we put down another quarry, which might not be a terrible idea, given how much how long our walls are and how much we need to reinforce them. How long have we got until the final battle? So we're almost a quarter of the way there, so we're probably going to start getting some minor patrols.
We await
Weapons
orders.
needed, sire.
My bow is yours.
So we'll get as many people on the walls as we can ahead of them. And we'll try and get the walls as reinforced as we can as well. Got plenty of space to expand the cattle farms and the wheat farms. We'll probably also want another Fletcher's workshop as well. We've got the money for it, or will do soon if we just
No
increase taxes a little
change
bit.
in the treasury, lord.
Yeah, it's going to
The
drop our
people love
popularity
you,
a little
my
bit, but I want at least a trickle of gold coming in, and then we'll worry about balancing this a little bit better. There we go. Have I just blocked off a... I think I have. We'll see if this guy can get through. I think he should be able to. I think it's more a sort of a visual thing that we've blocked it off there, just because of the way like the perspective works. Oh, no, we might have actually walled it off. Oh no, there he is. Or at least there's his dog. Interesting. I guess we'll look at it from this way around and see if he gets through. Interesting. He sort of wanders in, but he doesn't seem to wander back out again. Does he just teleport over here? How bizarre. Well, we'll have to keep an eye on that. I mean, it's not like we actually need a gatehouse here. We're not planning on going through this way. Our other than our hunters and when our woodcutters run out of trees down at this end.
Our cows are struck
no,
down by
not
a
at all.
strange malady, my lord.
Luckily, we're not relying on the cows too much. We have other sources of food this time. Let's pop down another Fletcher's workshop while we can afford it.
Stone needed.
There we go. There's our stone delivery, so we can finish off these crenellations over here and move this way as well. So this will keep our archers nice and safe. So let's
Me lord?
spread them out a little
Off.
bit so they've got...
Instructions. Can't get there, lord. We are on our way.
Oh no, you can't get through there. All right, let's destroy that one bit of wall then. There we go. In fact, what I'm going to do is actually... Well, we haven't got any stone for it yet.
We
but
await orders.
I'll probably turn this a little bit into a crenellation as well. Or I'll forget about it. But, you know, one of the two. How much wood have we got kicking around? Yeah, we've got enough to expand our baking, our bakeries as well. So let's put a couple of those down here.
Not enough workers available to run this building.
Wood needed.
I probably shouldn't have built that extra bakery, because not only can nobody work there, it also means I can't afford a hovel yet. So we'll wait for... there we go. Another wood delivery. We'll put some more hovels down here. Sort of cram them in a little bit. But that's fine. We're probably going to want a couple more Fletchers, certainly given the scale of the last attack. We've got the gold for it. We don't have the... Oh, we do have the wood for it now. Excellent. So let's quickly do that. Because, yeah, last time we had to deal with quite a few siege weapons, and that's going to be very dangerous if... I imagine it's only going to get worse from here on out. But there we go, we've got crenellations more or less finished. Let's There we go. Swap that one for crenulated wall, just to give our archers a tiny bit more defense. There we go, and that's still not blocked, so they can get through. Excellent. So now we can start using stone to fortify this wall, make it even thicker. I'd say we could maybe sort of build outwards a little bit and sort of have double layers of walls and things, but I think the signposts are going to be a bit too close. We won't actually be able to build in any of this anyway. We could build another quarry, so we get stone faster. But I think right now we'll let it sort of trickle in as it comes, and we'll worry about...
Our granary stocks are growing, sire.
Yeah, we'll...
Our gold stocks grow steadily, sire. The people worship you, sire.
We'll increase our gold, and we'll worry about getting more more Fletchers as well. But I think I'm going to spend the gold that we've got on these archers, and then worry about extending our fletching industry, if you like. Certainly now that we've got the much higher taxes.
A little money, my liege.
Because ideally I want this entire wall to be filled with archers, because I imagine we're going to get quite a big force of the ratsmen coming against us. There we go. Might even put down another woodcutter as well. Because the more Fletchers we have, the more wood we're going to need just lying around in the stockpile. Luckily we don't need the wood for fortifications anymore. I mean, I could still build the... I can't even build the palisades anymore. Oh, never mind then. I was going to say... what was I saying? That's right, we don't need the wood for fortifications anymore, so it's not that important that we have huge stockpiles of it, but we are still probably going to expand these farms and the bakeries now that I think about it. So I'll pop another one of those down there.
A message from the rat.
Oh! About to retreat, are we? Well, it's no use grovelling now.
No, I'm not about to retreat. That's why I've built a castle. So wait for a little bit more gold to tick in, and then we'll start hiring some more archers. We'll really fortify this bit up as much as we can. I mean, on the one hand, having this really long wall means we've got more wall to defend, but it also means they've got more wall to attack, so hopefully it means they'll sort of spread their efforts about rather than trying to focus on say, the gatehouse.
We await orders needed, sire. Archers, ready!
One thing that actually might be important is to get some stairs going up to these walls, just so that when we lock the gates, if we do hire any more archers after that, they still have a way of climbing up here. But I think what we're going to do first is...
the rats' troops are attacking.
Build some more wall, like this. We'll see if we can get this done before the rats' troops arrive. Where are they? Okay, he's got some siege engineers, and there's some siege engineers in the first wave, which doesn't particularly bode well for later on.
My bow is yours.
Yeah, see if you can...
Me lord?
Take them out.
Can't get there, lord.
So I think we've managed to... Oh, no. But we did kill the siege engineers on the engine, which is really good. So we don't have to destroy this. We just had to make sure the engineers couldn't work it. So I'm feeling a lot better about this already. Okay, there we go. And there's still... Yeah, there's still and then one siege engineer, but he can't work this by himself, and a couple of spearmen, but they're really nothing to worry about. They can't get to us up here. No. And there he goes, off with his tail between his legs. Okay, so I think we can afford to build another quarry, which, here we go, industry buildings. Again, I'll sort of stick it nice and close to this one. And then I'll put down another one
Not
here.
Enough workers
And
available
I might even
to
put
run
one
this
down in the middle
building.
as well. But I think it's close enough that it probably won't make a difference here. However, we are going to need another hovel, so we'll pop that over there. Which means we'll probably need more food. Luckily our food's still coming in quite nicely.
Down by a strange malady, my lord.
Or was until that happened. But I think I'll expand our food industry next. I might even need to expand our granary at the rate
Our
this is
food
growing.
stocks are dwindling.
How much does the granary cost? 10 wood and we have 5. Where's our woodcutters? They're bringing a delivery along shortly, so we'll expand that. So just to make sure that if we do start producing more food, we've got somewhere for it to go. I could always increase the rations, but right now I want to keep it on a more or less what's the word? Or more or less balanced footing. That said, our popularity is dropping because we're no longer eating the different kinds of
Our
food.
food stocks are dwindling, my liege. Our gold stocks grow steadily, sire.
So I'll drop the taxes a little bit. Luckily, because we've got more people, that means more taxes. So yeah, granary first, and then I'll build some more farms. So I'll build a couple more.
More wood is needed.
Okay, so we need to wait for more wood, but that's fine. In the meantime,
Outlying
let's
villagers have seen a band of
hire
the
some
Rats
more
troops heading
archers.
this way. Instructions. Moving off.
I guess we're going to try and cluster you near the middle, because if they're going to... In fact, let's put you this
We are
side
on
now that I
our
think about
way.
it. Because they spawned from this one last time, but if they spawn from this one, I want to be able to take out those engineers before they get the siege engines up and running. More wood deliveries coming in. I think I'll build a wheat farm. We could probably even afford to build another Fletcher, just so that we've got plenty of archers. Some more stone, so I can finish reinforcing this wall while I wait, and I'll probably put that the stairs while I remember. So I think I'll reinforce like one last lump there, because that'll cut off this cut off the gatehouse. If not, and then I'll just put some stairs like this. I don't know if they can actually get up through those stairs. So where are they arriving from? Over here, and they've got ladder men this time. So the ladder men will just charge at our walls and try and put a ladder there. Unfortunately, they're putting the siege engines up over here around this corner where I can't quite get to them.
We await orders.
Move some of you over
Leaving
here.
now. Yes. Moving off.
Let's move you a
Archers
little bit closer this way
ready.
as well. You probably want to get back
Old
inside,
Bessie is
Rob.
acting a little strange, Lord. So are most of the other cows.
My bow is yours. Can't target him, sir.
Let's move you up this way a bit, so you can start firing as soon as possible. But yeah, those siege engines are going to pose a bit of a problem if once they get moving. I think if we're lucky, we sort of defeat enough of their troops as they come around the corner of this cliff, the siege engines might actually give up and go home. I'm surprised they didn't start with the laddermen. That seems a bit silly. Okay, you're skirting this wall. That means I guess you think that this bit is the weakest part of the walls, and you're probably not wrong. So we're actually going to get to a point where this angle's going to become so narrow that we can't hit him.
Me
So
lord,
let's
we
move
are
you
on
over
our
here just so
way.
you can shoot straight down at him.
Finding targets.
There we go. So are there any more left? Oh, okay, the siege engines are moving towards us now. So let's move you guys over here as well.
Instructions. We await orders.
Don't think we'll be able to repair this if... Oh no, it's fine. It's considered far enough away from them yet. Yeah, it's going to take them a while to get around, so let's quickly just put as many walls into this gap as we can. There we go. We'll strengthen this side a little bit more. Oops. That was not where I was hoping for it to be. I guess we'll fill in those gaps in a little bit.
Old Bessie is acting a little strange, Lord.
My hunters are actually attacking
So are most
the
of
enemy.
the other
That's
cows.
jolly nice of them, but I think it'd be better if they just got in safe inside the castle. Yeah, or that's gonna happen. No, not the dog. You monsters, leave the dogs alone. No, Tiddles. Oh, poor Tiddles.
Outlying villagers have seen a band of the rats' troops heading
Yeah,
this way.
we really need to get these siege engines down before they fire. All of you focus on the front
Take
one.
steady aim!
Okay, it's nearly there.
Archers, ready! Arrows, ready!
Now that last one, they're pushing it very, very close. I'm surprised it needs to get this close to fire. Okay, there we go. I think that's seen them off. Let's fill in these gaps, not because this is the bit that needs securing the most, but just because it's going to really annoy me to have those holes there. Right, that's much better. I should probably have finished off these stairs as well. I think they can get up there, but I'm not sure. We've got plenty of wood kicking around, so let's build some more farms. So we'll build another dairy farm and another wheat farm.
The rats' troops
Oh, they're
are
attacking again straight away. Okay, that's less than ideal.
Our food stocks are dwindling.
Oh,
my
we've got
liege.
stacks of gold.
Orders needed, sire.
Let's quickly build another hovel and another Fletcher's workshop as well. Really make the most use of that gold that we can. I don't want to stack them too close. Ah, it'll be fine. It'll just go there. In fact, you know what? Another one too. Oh, not enough wood. Fine.
My boys,
So where are they attacking from? They're attacking from around the corner again. Of course they are. Okay.
Leaving
Get up on that
now.
hole.
We await orders. Recruits needed, sire. Me lord, moving
You too.
off.
And once these recruits show up,
We await orders needed, sire. Instructions. We are on our way.
okay. Yeah, they're sort of milling around behind that corner. I think a lot of our arrows are getting deflected by the cliff walls, which isn't great. But we'll be able to get these guys as they march up fairly easily. They are making it right to the walls, though, or nearly making it right to the walls. How are our archers looking health-wise? These two are looking a little bit
Yes.
unhealthy. I'll tell you what, I'll move you two back.
Now, archers, ready.
Not that I'm especially worried about the points bonus at the end of the mission, but you know, we might as well. They can be the last line of defense. They've been wounded in battle, and therefore they can get a bit of a cushy job up here. All right, here come the catapults. They're still not using their ladder men. They've got quite a lot of siege engineers still left over though. Guys, really, you don't have to.
Sleep, my lord. The barbarians are approaching.
They sure are. Oh no. Oh no, not Sir Barkalot as well. No, first Tiddles, now this. Oh, this is
We have
terrible.
survived the enemy's onslaught.
Oh good, we actually got them before the catapults rounded the corner. Well, that's quite handy. So our popularity is increasing because of the different types of food.
My liege.
And we've got stacks of gold, stacks of
We await orders. Weapons
archery.
needed, sire. My boys,
archery equipment,
yours.
bows, that's the word I was looking for.
Moving off.
So we can very quickly put some more people up there. Just check if these stairs need... Nope, they're alright. So let's put that there. And thicken these walls a bit as well.
A message from the rat.
Aha! I, the mighty Depuce, your nemesis, will soon triumph over your so-called army.
I mean,
Scouts report a large force of the rat's men are marching towards us.
I think Nemesis might be a bit of a strong way of putting it. I mean, there are plenty of other people we're fighting, and you're okay, I guess, but
We await orders needed, sire.
let's get some more archers up here.
Lord, we are on our way.
There we go. Stone's flooding in now. So's wood. We could quite easily expand our food production, but we're so close to the final battle. It's probably not worth it. We just need to churn out as many archers as we can. I guess I'll build one extra Fletcher's workshop in the hope that he turns out one extra bow in time.
The rats' troops are attacking.
There we go. It's looking a pretty formidable wall, if I do say so myself.
Instructions!
See where the rest troops are attacking from this time. Yep, they are around this corner again. So we want to move people sort of over to this side, I guess.
Orders! We await orders needed, sire. Yes? Leaving archers now! Ready!
Well, at least you're hopefully going to make it inside.
Lord, the barbarians are approaching.
Alright, it looks like we're whittling down the archers. We're
My boys
not taking much in the way of casualties, which is good. So
Lord?
you're looking a bit piggy, so
Moving
we'll move
up.
you back a little bit as well. And then we should be able to slaughter these pikemen before they even get to the walls. There is a lot of them this time though. I'm surprised they're not using their laddermen at all, even as cannon fodder, but that's the AI for you, I guess. So you three are just going to sort of mop up any ones that do actually reach the wall.
Instructions! Notch arrows!
But you're actually defended
await
by our
orders.
walls. The angle's so tight that we
Find
can't shoot at
targets.
you from over there, so we'll move you over to here, and there we go. How much more have they got left? They are bringing the catapults around, so let's
Yes,
put
we
some
are
of
on
these
our
archers
way.
this way, just so you start shooting as soon as you're able to.
Archers, ready!
And we'll run a
We
few more
await
archers up to the
orders
wall, because
needed, sire. My
you know,
boys, yours.
the more the merrier. How are we doing on food?
Our food stocks are dwindling.
It would not
my
do to run
liege.
out of food right before the
The
final
people
battle.
love you. We are losing a little money.
We've got
my
stacks of
liege.
money and we don't really need it anymore, so we'll lower taxes as well. Alright, here they come. They're just slowly rounding the corner. Select all of you. Select
Can't
this.
target him, sir.
Yeah, there we go. We're going to handily whittle that down.
Instructions.
You guys could
steady aim.
defend that
The
archer.
enemy are vanquished.
Excellent. So there's a ragtag band that are going to go back to the rats' main castle, and they can tell him not to mess with us. So, well, what now? That was the final battle, right? There's no more rats' troops coming. Certainly looks that way. Ah, it's just because they haven't quite left the map yet. So it'll take them.
Message
There we
from
go.
the rat.
Oh, bother it! And oh, I lost the game.
Okay, so we have achieved victory over the rat once more. Wonderful. So hopefully this time Lord Woolsack and Sir Longarm will be better pleased with us. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Ah, so we technically did lose some. I wonder if the those hunters count. That'll be a bit frustrating. Ah well, not a problem.
It's happened again. It's unbelievable. I'm running out of counties and they'll be coming for me next. I'm doomed.
I think I will ride back now for reinforcements.
Oh, ride back? Yeah. Wouldn't it be easier to send a message?
Really, there's no need to worry. I'll be back before you know it. So long, my trusted friend. So long.
He seems so trustworthy, doesn't he? The snake. Okay, so we have taken yet another of the Rats counties, and this time we're moving into these neutral lands. What we're trying to accomplish there, we'll have to wait until the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.